one. The North Bank roars, echoes pulsing through Highbury scores. Steel and fire, hearts in the fight. Born to
Arsenal have scored goals for fun in the Champions League this season, but now they face one of Europe's most dangerous transition teams. Leverkusen will press, run and attack the space behind Arsenal's fullbacks. And if Arteta's side lose control for even 5 minutes, this tie could explode. Let us know what you think of that in the chat, guys. End of the day, give us your thoughts on Leverkusen, give us your thoughts on Arsenal. That's what you're here for. You know what I mean? So get your comments in, get your score predictions in, get your goal scorers in if you want to. But before we go any further, Statman Rich, how you doing, bro?
Very good, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. We've finally got this show sorted out, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, guys, welcome to the preview show for Arsenal versus Leverkusen. As I said in the intro, anything could happen in the next 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Sounds like an episode of Stingray, doesn't it? Anything could happen in the next 5 minutes, especially if you're playing a team like Leverkusen, who have been an invincible team. All right, a lot of that invincible team have gone. We've got a thing to show you later, a slide to show you later, which will probably explain all that kind of stuff and everything. Richard loves to do that kind of stuff. Where do you want to start this one, Rich?
Well, shall we? I mean, possible formation. Leverkusen sort of expected team, possibly, and the tactical side. But Leverkusen maybe will approach this game with.
Okay, mate. Well, I just want to start with a massive hook, apparently. So, European away nights tell you everything about a team. Anyone can dominate at home, but can Arsenal go to Germany and control this game? That is a big factor, isn't it? It's about controlling the game.
Yes.
Yeah? So we've been pretty dominant in Europe this season. Yeah, actually, we've been super dominant. We've won every match in the round robin stage.
Yeah.
We're in the last 16, which, in my opinion, and probably in yours, we deserve to be in.
Yeah, and we deserve to be top because we were the most consistent and best team in that group phase.
Yeah. So, guys, genuinely get your comments in what you think about Arsenal's performance this season. For this show, it's mainly the Champions League, but let us know what you think about throughout the whole of the season for Arsenal. It'd be good to know what you guys are thinking and what you want to talk about. Because if we can bring it into this show, things that you want to talk about, it expands everything. Do you know what I mean, Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mikel Arteta's European progress, it's been outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, you consider he lost to Unai Emery's Villarreal, trying to play Smith Rowe as a false nine, and how he's come on since. Once we qualified for the Champions League as well, quarter final, semi-final. And this year we're expecting even better.
Yeah, I totally agree. And he's coming up against Kasper
Hjulmand. I think it's Hjulmand is how it's pronounced, but
yeah, I didn't even try because I thought I was going to wreck it, mate. To be honest with you,
it's either Danish or Norwegian, isn't it? I'm not sure, but it's somebody. Hente would be the one to be able to tell us how that's pronounced properly.
Yeah, he would be. And talking to Hente, good evening, Ange, by the way. Thank you for joining us. Hente's in the chat, mate, and he's saying hello to everybody as well. So, yeah, this, look, Leverkusen, it's not going to be a walk in the park, Rich, is it?
No. I mean, I mean, they've changed the manager from Alonso to Hjulmand. Hincapié gone in our team as a loan. You've got which will be made permanent. We knew that was going to be a thing anyway. But it was it's similar to what we did with David Raya there, and Xhaka gone. That team's been torn about, rebuilt, but they're still, as I showed against Olympiacos, a very decent European team.
Yeah, no. And we'll get onto that in a second. I'm just going to ask the chat a question. Excuse me. Would you take a draw against Leverkusen? Let us know in the chat. Good evening, Emerson. Thanks for joining us. Look, the three musketeers are here, mate. Hente, Ange, and Emerson. No,
I'll have a word with Paul as well about getting Hente as a moderator.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I think he'd enjoy that.
Because he's here every show he can be. So.
Yeah. And Hente, we love you, mate. We absolutely love you. Honestly, you deserve all the shout outs you get. All three of you do. Everybody in the chat deserves a shout out. We appreciate the ongoing support. We really do.
And all of those who don't comment, but watch every time we're on.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Again, we do thank you guys. Honestly, can I just say, Richard, I am sticking to your format, but I'm just going to put my little twist on it, if that's okay.
That is perfectly fine.
All right. Okay. So, out of respect and because we're at their ground, I think we need to talk about Leverkusen first, mate. In all honesty.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
We need to talk about their strengths and how we feel that they'll build up and their tactics.
Yeah. So
go on, mate. You start that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, he usually initiates the high press with aggressive ball recovery. Wing backs provide width and crossing delivery. Grimaldo is the exceptional set piece delivery there. He'll be their main set piece threat and attacking outlet. So he'll go with a back three. And the wing backs providing width, and they'll press from the front.
Okay. Pressing from the front. Sorry to butt in. You said pressing from. Arsenal like it when teams press from the front, don't they?
Yeah. No. I mean, we can make mistakes and turn the ball over, but we can also once we get through them, and we bypass that press, we're very efficient going up. But they also, and this is probably where they play into our strengths, is they can be exposed wide or under quick transitions. But they're not as clinical as us in open play, and can be. And if we dominate with possession, we can overrun them in the middle of the park. They play out short passes out the back and try and get into midfield really quickly, and then get into the attacking third very quickly. So if we can stifle that and stop that, like we have done in the past, we can get that high turnover and maybe create chance, and we get the ball forward quickly enough. We may be able to create some quick turnover and dangerous opportunities from that.
And what formation do you see Leverkusen going with, mate? I mean, obviously it's a predicted formation, but what
he's go-to is a 3-4-2-1, and that usually involves Blasvich as a keeper, Kwanzaa, Andrik, which is their captain, and Tapsoba as the back three. Grimaldo left back, and Ezekiel Fernandez as the right back, wing back. The midfield is Palacios Garcia with Hoffman and Poku operating like an eight, and then it will be either Terrier or Kafani as strikers.
So as a striker. Fair enough, mate. That formation is basically a Christmas tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can trim a Christmas tree, so there you go. Hopefully, Arsenal will do that. Trim a Christmas tree. I've got all the best lines, all of them, mate. I've got to ask, mate. Why are they so dangerous at home?
Well, let's put it this way. We'll go to. They've scored 15 goals, 1.5 per match at home.
Right.
They've conceded 14, but that's only 1.4 per match at home in the Champions League. They've had 50% clean sheets.
Right. 50% clean sheets.
Yes.
That's not a bad return, is it?
No. And their usual possession is around 50% as well. So that tells you that they're strong going forward. They've got a reasonable defensive solidity, and they can play possession or counter. It depends on what they're faced against.
Good evening, Colin. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being part of this crazy gang. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Colin.
Mate, I've basically got one more question for this section, and then we're going to move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Your opinion. Key battles, mate. What are the key battles for you?
Right. So it'll be Timber against Grimaldo. Can Gyökeres get the better of Kwanzaa and Andrick? He prefers that left sort of hand side, or it'll be Andrick and Tapsoba the other side. And can Zubamendi Rice dominate that midfield?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's dominating that midfield and controlling the game, like we said in the intro.
Yeah, it's about control and tempo.
I'm with you. Yeah. And we've done that all season, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, our fullbacks, says Emerson. He thinks that's going to be a key battle. I think you agree with him, Richard, don't you? That's what he said.
I definitely down there left, which is, as I said, is Grimaldo. He is their biggest attacking threat down, and his set piece delivery and his crosses are wicked. So we'll have to be on the ball. Timber will have to be on the ball there. So
yeah. No, it's a good point, Emerson. And you're agreeing with the stat man, so you must be. If you're agreeing with him and he's agreeing with you, it must be right somewhere. Okay, I've got a question for the chat. Yeah, and then we're going to move on to Arsenal and how we're going to set up and everything. So get ready for that one, Rich. All right, mate?
Yeah.
What worries you most about Leverkusen when we play them, guys? Let me know in the chat. What are you worried about the most? Emerson will probably have a great answer for it. Hente, let me know what you think. Colin, Ange, what worries you about Leverkusen? Let us know, all right? And we can chuck it in the show and talk about it for a minute or whatever. You know what I mean? So, guys, and don't forget, before I go into the next section, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. It keeps flashing in the underneath me. It only takes a second. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it puts a smile on mine and Richard's face. And we are gradually going up with subs. We're at 1.8 now, so we're crawling, but we're crawling decently. You know what I mean? But if we can get that up, that would be absolutely brilliant, guys. Honestly, right? The big one, mate. How are Arsenal going to set up for this game, mate? Let's start with that.
Yeah, 4-2-3-1. Double pivot with Rice and Zubamendi at the base. Rice will be a box to box as well, but he'll be well protect the back four as they usually do. So I'm expecting Raya, Timber. Even though Saliba's in training, I'm not sure we'll risk him because we've got Everton the weekend. So I'm going for Nkapi, Magalhaes, and Calafiori for this one.
I think that's a solid shout, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah. And can I just say as well, Nkapi, we have to talk about him for a second. He has taken to the Premier League like a duck to water, mate. Yeah. And I've got to be honest, I'm so glad we're going to buy this lad. I like him. He's an old school rugged defender, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a touch of South American about him. You know what I mean? Obviously, because he's from Ecuador. But, solid back four, mate. Before we carry on, mate, I've got to bring this up. I appreciate your honesty, Ange. You don't really know anything about him. That's fair enough.
We only know what we've seen from Champions League. We don't watch a Bundesliga a great deal. Andreas maybe would be the guy to tell us a little bit more about Bayer. He sees a lot more German football than we do, so.
Okay, mate. So, and we will get chances. My concern is we must finish XG. Wins means nothing. Right. Okay.
We'll talk about XJ.
That's coming up a bit late. That's coming up a bit later, Colin. So stick around for that bit. He's a good player, and I'm just going to bring up Hente's message before we get into the midfield. I think Leverkusen's ex-moderator is better than his or her Arsenal colleague. Nice one, Hente. Nice one. Right, mate. Yeah, we were giving the predicted 11, basically, weren't we? So who? You're obviously putting Zubamendi and Rice in the midfield because you've focused on that since the first minute, mate. So who's going to be the third or fourth person in midfield? What did you say we were going? 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1, right. Okay, so midfield, mate, what are you going for? Obviously Rice and Zubamendi.
Yeah. Eze as a 10, and then bring Havertz on.
Bring him on from the bench, or
bring him on from the bench.
Bring him on from the bench, right? Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think early on, if we get it right, there will be space that Eze can exploit in between their defence and midfield.
Okay, cool. Not a problem. I get that. That's fine. Right. So we're talking about the up front three now, then, mate. What are you going for?
Well, it'll be Saka, Martinelli, and Gyökeres.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Gyökeres didn't play the weekend. That means he'll start. But it's also he does well against back threes. He likes being in between the two centre backs and trying to run the channels and get them to get them confused on who's going to pick him up and which one he's going to be up against today, which creates space for us.
No, I totally get that. That's absolutely fine, mate. Right, so there's Richard's predicted 11, guys. Oh, talking of that, just about to ask that. What are your predicted 11s? And Emerson's already put one in, so here we go. Des or Richard, my lineup: Raya, Henkape, Gabriel, Saliba, ? Timber, Zubamendi, Rice, Eze, Martinelli, Gyökeres. He's agreed with a lot of you, a lot of what you said, Richard.
Yeah, he may not go with Saliba in the middle if he's not fit enough. He has been pictured in training pictures today, but they might not risk him in this leg with Everton coming up.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Right, we you've put something here, and I get where you're coming from. I've got a question you on it. I'm just going to read the whole thing if you don't mind. Arsenal will press when Leverkusen play short from goal kicks, loose midfield touches. Can you expand on that a little bit for me, mate?
Yeah, as I said, like Leverkusen like short passes out from the back. But then they like to try and get into midfield and forward.
Right.
If we had Odegaard, his cues for press is brilliant.
Right.
And the idea is to win the ball round about 40 metres high.
And play the channels, isn't it? That's how we would do it, is it?
Yeah, so we win that ball back and get it into the front three as quickly as possible. So probably midway in their half, a loose touch, try and intercept the ball from a defender to a midfield player, or the keeper to a midfield player, or a central defender to a wide wing back, and then they'd get the ball, hit that space, and get it in the middle, either get a corner or get a goal from it.
Okay, that's cool. Right, just one comment, and then I'll carry on with the next bit from Colin. I'd like Havertz to start at 10 with Gyökeres striker. Havertz plays closer to Gyökeres, and that has appeared to be our best attacking pair.
I agree with you, Colin, but the lineup I've gone with it is what I think will happen based off what we saw Saturday, and what I think Arteta will go with.
Okay, so
not my personal preference.
Right, so we have to talk about this, Richard. Set pieces, defensive structure, and midfield rotations. Let's start with set pieces, fella.
Yeah, well, we've got to be defensively strong on them, which we have reasonably are, because Grimaldo delivers a wicked set piece. But on the other hand, we've got players. All our defenders have been pretty much. I think Skelly's the only one that hasn't been involved in a set piece goal this season, and every other defender we've got has been involved in a set piece goal, as far as I'm aware. And
and they've all scored.
So we've got multiple threats.
They've all scored for us, mate, which is brilliant. Yeah. So the defensive structure speaks for itself, doesn't it? I mean, we know how the defense is going to play. We don't have to wax lyrical about this, do we?
No, I mean, I'll go. Look, we've conceded four goals, which is 0.5 per match.
Yeah,
we've had 63% clean sheets in the Champions League, so that tells you that we're defensively strong. And it's not as if we've played crap opposition so far. We've played Bayern, and we've played some decent teams in the Atletico Madrid, shambolic. So,
right, mate. So midfield rotations. Can you just quickly explain that one?
Yeah, I expect to see the likes of Eza and Saka and swapping positions. I expect to see Zubamendi maybe right on the edge of the Leverkusen box at some times, and you'll find Eze dropping back on the edge of our box, and Eze further forward, and it'll be that movement and rotation of players in the formation. Almost total football like that will hopefully confound and make it hard for Leverkusen to pick up midfield runners and defend spaces as competently as they have against other teams.
I want to bring this slide up. I think it's time to bring this slide up, Rich, actually, and let you explain that, if that's all right.
Right, this is the XG in the Champions League for both teams this season. We all know that XG is a bit of a misnomer. It depends which site you go to. Depends on how XG is calculated, but for chance creation, I think this little graphic shows you exactly what will happen. Leverkusen from the centre of the attacking third will get it out wide, and then they'll cut in from the wings with crosses or driving into the box, and they'll try and get into the central area. Whereas, and we're very similar, except that Saka and Martinelli will probably want to come inside, and it'll be our fullbacks that might go on the overlap, and then get it into the central areas. And again, we know our set pieces from wide, from Rice or Saka, are second to none. And again, on the bottom, in the defensive sides, you can see that for Leverkusen, it's quick transitions and attack behind our fullbacks, and for us, it's getting good combinations to overload their flanks and get the better of their and cause their centre backs to come out and defend, leaving more space in the box.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nice.
And it shows both for the shot zones.
Yeah, which is they're almost identical.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec, mate. Carry on. I think there's somebody knocking at my back door. I'll just forget who.
That's all right, mate. I'm just going to go into chat while you're doing that then, mate. Dan the Forest man, right? Here we go. He's trying to be funny, guys, right? But I've got him now, see, right? Because he's saying, good evening, lads. Hope you're well. Where city are Leverkusen based at? I feel like I want to learn some geography in this video, haha. Well, Dan, it's not where, it's which. So you want to learn to spell before you start having a dig at me with me geography, mate. So there you go. That's right back at you. But thanks for being in the chat, mate. Hope you're well as well, fella. Hope your channel's doing really well. Guys, go over to his channel, Talk Forest TV. Show the lad some love. He does loads of stuff. All right, it's Forest. It's not Arsenal. But just go over there when you get a second and show him some love, please. Hente, what are you saying, mate? Hente says, was there a question that if we take a draw tomorrow? No, I wouldn't. Let's continue from where we left off in the Champions League. Well said. Feel your passion, mate. Absolutely feel your passion. West Dan. Yeah, he was trying to take the mickey out of me, and you know what I mean? Because yeah, but he needs to learn to spell, Rich, because he can't. He's got bad spelling. Go and read his comment if you can. You'll see that he can't spell.
Who's that?
Leverkusen, yeah, Dan the Forest man, yeah. Leverkusen set pieces also lays to Havertz at 10 for our best 10 to have defending in those scenarios. Fair comment, Colin. What are you saying, Dan? It is based on a big city or a small town. Is it based in a big city or a small town? Do you know what, Dan? I don't know, and I don't care. There again could be east. Angie needs a compass. Could be off the M20. Oh, Dan, man, shut up. Could be off the M25. How come you never? How come you never pick on Richard?
So Leverkusen is north. It's in the north of Germany. It's a city It's on the Rhine-Westphalia. I think there's about 170,000 population.
So Dan, there you go. It's nowhere near the M25, mate. So there you go. Got a German friend
between Cologne and Dusseldorf.
Yeah.
If you the bigger cities, if you know.
Andreas would know, wouldn't he? So there you go.
Yes, Andreas.
Yeah, definitely off the M25. Yeah, way off.
Yeah, I don't have any WD-40 and the other lubrication ain't working.
Dan, we have only played Leverkusen twice in the Champions League in 2002, and we drew 1-1 in the away leg and won the home leg at Highbury. Nice one, mate. And what's this? WD-40 in the post, Rich? Oh, for your squeaky door. That's what it is. Yeah. Right, hold on 1 minute. 1 minute. I've got to get back to where I was. Yeah. Done that. Minute will. What? Yeah, chat. What minute will the first goal be scored? Go on, give us a prediction on that. Right, Richard. We've section 5. We've done a lot of this. Yeah, we've done section 5 already. So is it right if I move on to section 6?
Yeah, of course. If we've crossed over,
yeah.
Fine.
We've also done the predicted 11, which is section 6.
that happens sometimes.
Yeah. It doesn't always follow how we plan it out sometimes. You know what I mean? Right. Okay. So we've come to score predictions now, Rich. We're on score predictions. Okay. So we're getting to the end of this one, by the way, guys. But it's been an absolutely brilliant show. Great in the chat as well. Bit of a laugh, being serious as well. You know, talking about the game. Of course, Dan comes in, a Forest fan, not even an Arsenal fan, and shakes it up a little bit. So here we go. So hold on. Have I missed something? I just want to see if I've missed something. No, I haven't. Because you said about Odegaard controlling the tempo. Yeah. Okay. Score predictions, Rich. What are you going for, mate?
Well, we, as you've seen from the thing, we have an XG of 2.23, which is pretty much quite a good thing. And in my notes, I had a score which I didn't go for. Is we score 2.88 per match. So the XG and what we've averaged in the group stages, and we only concede a half. So so I'm going for a 2-1.
You're going for
it's not something between a 3-1 and a 2-1, but I'll take a 2-1 lead away from Leverkusen quite nicely.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a double legger, is it? It's just a.
No, it's 2 legs.
It is 2 legs. All right. Okay. And away goals don't mean nothing anymore, do they? It's just.
No, there's no advantage to it. It just means we know what we're doing when we get back at the Emirates, what we need to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go 2-1. And Emerson's gone 2-1, by the way. So, you know, we're and the reason I'm going to go 2-1, Arsenal to control the midfield, might get a set piece goal. I think we'll get an open play goal. Even though I've gone 2-1, I would like to see Gyökeres score a brace or even a hat trick. You know, they're the key points for me for the goals. Are they the key points for you for the goals, Rich?
What?
The key points for me for the goals is Arsenal controlling the midfield, which could lead to a set piece goal.
Yeah. I mean, I think set piece, possibly even a penalty. You've got Madueke, and then there's the possibility of Dowman in and around the box. They've got fast feet, and I could see them sort of getting us a penalty or and free kicks and corners coming off defenders trying to cut crosses into the box out, and so.
Talking about Dowman for a second, we need him to score before the end of the season so he can be Arsenal's youngest goal scorer.
Yeah, he'll be there or thereabouts. So I don't know. It'll be days in it. So if it,
Yeah, it's going to be close. I will admit.
he was unlucky the weekend. He had one that came too quick at him, and the one that he did a keeper made a brilliant save. But he put a good shift in on the weekend. Colin's going his usual 7-0.
Okay, we love Colin. Right, I'm gonna jump into the chat in a second. Okay, one more question before I do. Yeah, Arsenal players, one or how many you want to mention, mate? Who needs a 10 out of 10 game against Leverkusen, in your opinion, fella?
Well, there's probably you're looking at 3, isn't there? I mean, and that for me, they're the 3 but. You're looking at Timber, you're looking at Rice, and you're looking probably at Saliba. Saka.
I was going to say, you're not going to throw Saka in there,
yeah. Saka's the other one, but so and they're the ones you want to have standout performances and be stand up and shine.
If you think about it as well, it's every section of the pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I could have gone Gyökeres and gone straight through the spine of a team, but Timber, because Gramado is their most potent attacking threat, and Royce, because if he's on top of his game and he's at his imperious best, he will dominate midfield easily, and then Saka is probably our most potent force going forward, even though his numbers don't suggest that this season. But injury and players not finishing chances and bits and pieces like that always mess with numbers.
No, fair point, mate. So, guys, we are coming to the end of this one. It's been a great show. It's been I've loved it, mate. And Richard, so informative as always, mate. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me host.
Thank you. Well, thank you for doing it with me.
I love hosting with you because I learn something. I genuinely learn something most shows. Do you know what I mean? And we have a good time. We really do. And the chat has been absolutely brilliant. You guys in the chat today have been absolutely spot on. So we've both gone 2-1. We've given our reasons why, but I'm just going to jump into the chat before we end this one, bro. Hente says Leverkusen is just 13 kilometers north of Cologne. Thank you for that, mate. That's there you go, Dan. Hope that helps with your geography question. You nearly made me swear, but I'm not going to. Emerson has gone for between 20 and 25 minutes for the first goal scorer, Richard.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd like a nice early goal for us, but
yeah, same here. An early goal just settles the nerves, doesn't it? You know what I mean? He's also gone 2-1 like us. And just saying 3 to the Arsenal set piece, own goal, and the Glock.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go. Hence, I love Hente, man. I've been sticking to my 1-0 to the Arsenal, and the last time I changed it to 3-0, we went on to win 1-0. So I won't change it again. 1-0 to the
Arsenal. Hente, I mean, you're predicting wins. The scoreline doesn't matter, but as long as the end result is a win.
That's it, mate. Yeah. And Colin's saying, "Oh boy, my favourite XH stuffings." He's gone for his legendary 7-0 to the Arsenal. Some things never change, do they?
Well, I mean, it could be another sporting night.
yeah, true. Yeah, true. You never know. We'll miss the first half as working tomorrow, but catch you all in the second. Lovely, Ange. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, because I think it's a 5:45 kickoff.
Yeah, and I hope work isn't that stressful for you. I hope you have a good day. And I'm going to leave the last comment to Emerson. Here we go. Des, I was at the match against Leverkusen in 2002 at Highbury, and I met 3 Leverkusen players the night before, and I also got a signed shirt. Is there any football players that Emerson doesn't know or meet, Richard?
I'm not sure. I mean, you've got to remember he was a.
Yeah, he's had
at the Emirates. He did.
He was a steward, wasn't it? He was a
steward,
steward.
and so he got to meet a lot of players that way, and he has travelled as well. It's making those connections and being able.
If you've got the opportunities, take them, mate. If you've got the opportunities, take them. Yeah, I don't blame him. Right, guys, that's the end of this one. It's been a great show. Cheers, Rich, mate. As always, as I say, learn all the time from you. My Arsenal knowledge now is at least doubled.
Well, it's lovely just doing it, and I learn things because they're things I've got to research whilst getting these shows made up, and there's bits and pieces that I've learned on the technology side as we go along. So,
well, I'll tell you what I love about it as well, mate. Do you know what? It's expanded the questions that I ask. And like I said at the beginning, I put my twist on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I say, I love hosting these shows with you, mate, because we just, it's like water for ducks back now. Do you know what I mean? And the chat is amazing as always. So there we go. So a big thank you to Emerson, not just Emerson, everyone in the chat. Ange, Hente, Colin, Emerson, Dan, the Forest Man. Shame Mr. Tom hasn't been in. He usually jumps in on these.
He may still be at work at this time of day, or just got home from work.
He could be. If you're watching this later, Mr. Tom, hope you're good. Hope you're well. Guys, have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. I'm off to do a bit of archery in a minute. Don't forget, what time's kick off tomorrow, Rich?
5:45 in UK time. 7, I think, which means in Germany it'll be 7:45.
Starting tomorrow as well, guys. We're changing the format slightly for the watch along. We're going to start an hour before the game now.
Yeah, it's true. There'll be a lot of bits and pieces like this in there.
We're going to have a lot more to talk about, ain't we, Rich? And you can get, that means as well, chat, you can get more involved as well, because it gives us more time to talk about the stuff that is on your mind and things that you want to share. So from now on, the watch alongs will be starting an hour before the game. Okay?
And that will also give you a chance to talk about what you feel about lineups and how you feel the game will go based off what you know the lineup's going to be.
So we will be starting the watch along tomorrow at 4:45.
Yes.
UK time.
Yeah.
So I know it's an early start, guys, but if you can join us, that'd be brilliant. But you can join us at any point during the pre warm up or in the game. You don't have to be there at 4:45 if you can't make it. Yeah, you just be there when you can be, and we'll get you to join in at any point that we can. All right, guys. Hente's happy with that, mate. By the way, but he got a little bit excited by the looks of it. Wonderful that it's starting early. Well, we decided that half an hour wasn't long enough, and me and Richard were talking about it today. To be honest with you, Hente, might as well tell you now. We were talking about it today, and we just felt a little bit rushed when we only come on with a half an hour.
Yeah, so, and it doesn't help the channel either, because having talked to some bigger channels, YouTube likes time to digest the information it gets to push channels out there, especially watch alongs. So the longer you're on, it gives it more chance to get that information and push it out to a wider audience. And it allows us to expand our pre-game chat as well. It's not a rushed pre-game chat.
Because as we keep saying, guys, these shows aren't for me and Rich, who are sat here in front of a camera. These shows are for you guys. Yeah, we're just trying to make it accessible for people who may not have the access, and we're just trying to spread it out, really, more than anything.
Yeah. Oh, talking about access, just before we go.
Yeah, go on, quick.
it was snuck in without much fanfare during the week last week. But in Singapore, Premier League are looking to do direct to consumer coverage. So they're going to go rather than going through. They're going to stream direct to the each individual. How much that will cost and what that looks like, but
only time will tell with that one, mate.
Yeah, and I'm not saying anyone should go and get NordVPN or anything like that, or Shark or Proton or whichever one is your
pick, isn't it? Let's take your pick.
Yeah, but it does say to you there could be opportunities out there, especially for the 3 o'clock kickoffs, which is very hard for those who are UK based, for you to maybe get to see 3 o'clock kickoffs live.
No, that's brilliant, Rich. That's absolutely. He says, and as Hento has said, and he said this since day one, and we feel the same about you, Hento, as well, by the way. As I've said, I feel like in the pub with all of you, we're all mates, mate.
That's how we try and make the show. I mean, we don't know whether it comes off all the time, but that's what we try and do. We try and make it give that feel.
Your involvement is important to us, guys. Honestly, it really is. And on that note, on your way out, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, please share us with your friends, get us out there. Let's get more Arsenal fans involved. They don't even have to be Arsenal fans. Hente, you're in a different country. If you know guys that just want to talk football, get them involved, mate, if you can. That'd be absolutely brilliant. But on that note, guys, Richard, again, thanks a lot. Everybody in the chat, thanks a lot. Thanks for the ongoing support and everything else. And we'll see you from 4:45 tomorrow for the watch along. And it's going to be an absolute big one, I think. It's going to be a great game. Richard, have a great evening. Take care of yourself.
You too, mate. Shoot some hairs.
Hey, what you say?
Shoot some hairs and deer.
Guys, take care of yourselves. Look after each other. And Richard, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you gunners. Peace. We're out of here.